today between Kilmaine and Charlestown. We've just had the minor match has just been completed, and Knockmore have won another county title, this time with the score Knockmore 1-9, Swinford 6 points. So hard luck Swinford, a defeat there for the East Mayo team. Well, we all hope you enjoy today's county semi-final between Kilmaine and Charlestown, and a lot of people here today to see how Joe McGrath and TJ Mullen will do for Kilmaine, MJ Mullen, and of course the Charlestown team. Stephen, over to you.
The Charlestown line out is in goal, Tommy Brennan. Right corner back, Mark O'Donoghue, flown home especially from England for this game. Hey, get down, you crowd. Get down. Full back, Declan O'Donnell. Right half back, Brendan Horkin. Central back, Sean Gavigan, replacing the unavailable James Brett. Left half back is Tommy Gavigan, his brother. Midfield, Kieran McBride and Tony Conway. Right half forward for Charlestown is Joseph Mahan. Centre forward, Tom. Centre forward, can you help me out there? Chris Caulfield. And left half forward is Peter Brennan. The full forward line is full forward Alan Riley. And the two corner forwards are Declan Casey and John Casey. That's the Charlestown line out. The man that was at the centre of that famous penalty incident in 1989 between Roscommon and Galway. Remember that one, Pat?
That's the minor match.
That's the minor match between Roscommon and Galway. Remember that one, Pat?
Yes, of course, I remember it well. Very controversial match.
Very controversial decision, Pat.
Very controversial match, and the replay was controversial as well.
Roscommon prevailed by 3 points in the replay.
Yes, very controversial.
Manager of the Charlestown team, Sean Riley, suitably attired in his mag. Today, an excellent day for football. A bit of a breeze, but however, considering the long-range forecast for the weekend, it could be worse. The bookmakers today are fancying Kilmaine. Here's Henry Honeyman drafted into the panel for today's game because Charlestown were short of cover for the backs. Henry, a nephew of the great Ollie Honeyman from Leitrim, Pat.
Yes, yes.
Declan O'Donnell at full back for Charlestown, and the wily Joe McGrath, who won an All-Star with Mayo in 1979, but who is one of the best club footballers in the county. Scored 1-2 in the South final against Ballinrobe. His duel with O'Donnell today is one of the game's major talking points.
Joe McGrath, of course, has a Carroll's All-Star football award from the early 70s. Carroll's GA All-Star Bank of Ireland award, and is about to throw in the ball for the start of this county semi-final.
It has to be stated that Charlestown have elected to play against the wind in the first half. The bookies are fancying Kilmaine, but Charlestown have so far upset the apple cart on a few occasions already this year. The first free of the game, number 11 for Kilmaine, lunges at Tony Conway. Sean Gavigan spots up to take the free. Good ball into his full forward. Well up by John Casey. Mickey Murphy clears. Gives it to David O'Loughlin, who was a member of the Mayo minor panel that got to the All-Ireland final this year. The first ball in between O'Donnell and McGrath. O'Donnell fields it. Clears the ball down the wing to a great roar from the Charlestown crowd. Here's O'Loughlin. Delivers to McGrath. McGrath, his first shot. Wide.
A nice break there for Charlestown. That Joe McGrath's first effort is wide. That is a nice. That'll suit Charlestown to see that one go wide. And good play by Declan O'Donnell in the first 2 minutes. That he got that 50-50 ball. There might have been a slight thought of a free there for Kilmaine, but I don't think Declan O'Donnell fouled his man.
O'Donnell's confidence must be up after winning that first ball with Joe McGrath.
Of course.
Not a great kick out by Tommy Brennan. Brendan Horkin latches onto the loose ball for Charlestown. Lets it fall. Breaks between McGrath. The first score of the game by Michael Murphy for Kilmaine. Some bad play by the Charlestown backs. Brendan Horkin took his eye off that ball and Michael Murphy made him pay. First score of the game, Pat. Or sorry, Pat, that was Michael John Mullen that scored that. I stand to be corrected. Michael John Mullen. Himself and Joe McGrath form a very dangerous Kilmaine full forward line, Pat, that needs to be stopped.
Michael John Mullen, of course, famous for his exploits in the 1985 minor championship when he was going.
Last soccer club, the team that won the Mayo Premier Division soccer last year.
And the team that were defeated 1-0 by Orlar at the weekend.
Thanks for that, Pat. Peter Brennan, foraging deep into his half-back line. His attempted punch pass is blocked down. Ball drops in between Mark O'Donoghue and Michael John Mullen, but it's gone wide. Kilmaine will have to cut out these wides if they want a sizable lead at half-time. Pat?
Well, the early pressure is coming from Kilmaine, but actually with Charlestown playing against the Breeze, we're not surprised to see a lot of the attacks. Kilmaine today will try and send a lot of balls into Joe McGrath. He'll try and shake off Declan O'Donnell, and he will try and get the winning scores on this game. Will that work out? Will that happen? Will Joe McGrath knock the ball down to MJ Mullen? MJ Mullen, of course, famous Kilmaine forward. But we'll see how the game progresses. This game dropping on the midfield, and Kieran McBride has it, the former Ballydreen footballer. He's bundled, he's knocked, and he's penalised for holding on to the ball too long.
That's a very controversial decision there. Kieran McBride took a hefty bump from his own player there, Tom. Joe Mahan bumped into Kieran McBride. Ollie Welch with the resultant free. Looking for McGrath, I'm sure. Michael John Mullen. Michael John Mullen. Oh, an early inaccuracy, Pat. His second score of the game. Kilmaine 2 points ahead after 5 minutes.
2 points up. That will settle Kilmaine. They have to get these scores because they're playing with the Breeze, and it'll really settle them. Now Charlestown need to get a reply soon to these early Kilmaine attacks. Would you agree, Stephen?
Yes, Pat. Michael John Mullen has already made his presence felt in this game with the first 2 points from play. Tommy Brennan takes the kick out. That famous.
Tommy's kicks aren't going out very far today at the moment. Anyway, now
that's not a bad one. Between Tony Conway and David O'Loughlin in midfield. Tony Conway picks up the loose ball, delivers it into his full forward line. Alan Riley picks it up. Who's gone inside? Declan Casey. Alan Riley is fouled. The first ball in. Declan Casey. Chris Caulfield with the shot. Well saved by the Kilmaine goalie, Peter O'Brien. Brendan Hawken looks to be caught out with the hop.
And he gets it again.
A tussle on the ground. Oh my, I say, it's like it. Here's David O'Loughlin. David O'Loughlin delivers into McGrath. Oh, McGrath's got inside O'Donnell. What's this? Looks dangerous. Great save by Tommy Brennan.
A crucial save by Charlestown there, really crucial. Joe McGrath had only the goal to beat. He flicked it into the Kilmaine corner forward, and the Charlestown saved the day. What a let off. Sean Gavigan clears it up towards. Not a great clearance. Kilmaine have it again. No, but Tony Conway has it. Tony Conway. It's a line ball for Kilmaine. Yes, line ball for Kilmaine. Will they take a fast one? Yes, they will.
Tony Conway showed his inexperience there. He should have cleared that ball first time, but allowed the Kilmaine half back to shoulder him off the ball. There's a lot of cat and mouse here. David O'Loughlin. Michael John Mullen again lushes onto the loose ball. Wide. That's a bad miss by the Kilmaine corner forward.
A bad miss, and I must say Charlestown are fortunate to only be 2 points down at this stage. Very fortunate indeed. What do you think, Tom?
Yes, I certainly think Charlestown are coming under some fear pressure there on that back line, but they're holding well now. That was a great bit of defensive work there from Charlestown. Right, Pat, I'll put it back to you.
Tom Collin, of course, our cameraman here today, and tips as future Mayo manager. Stephen.
Tom Collin. He's a footballer, he's a swimmer, he's a photographer, and he's a surfer. He's running into this man's talents. David O'Loughlin. Well blocked by Tony Conway. Tommy Brennan, the Charlestown goalie, holds his ground, delivers it out to the wing. It's a high ball. It'll come down with snow on it, Pat, I'd say. Here's the Kilmaine half-back. Shows a great tendency to push forward. A free in. Ollie Welch, a member of the Mayo Under 21 panel this year, places his ball. Ollie, one of the younger breed in the Kilmaine team today.
The angle. Here's the angle.
It's favoured for a right footer there, Tom, I'd say. Ollie steps up. Didn't allow for the wind. It's gone to the left and wide. That's Kilmaine, Pat, 4 wides after 10 minutes.
A very unfortunate wide from a Kilmaine point of view, because they have a strong breeze. They're only 2 points up, and Charlestown won't be too worried at this stage. Now, how it'll happen with the kick out? Tommy Brennan to take it. A great goalie. Good long kick out against the breeze. But Kilmaine have it. No, they haven't. Tony Conway. Tommy Gavigan. Oh, bad clearance, but Charlestown get it again as Peter Brennan has it. Peter Brennan into Sean Gavigan. Sean Gavigan, left-footed. Charlestown misjudged that ball going into the full forward line, and Mickey Burke clears it for Kilmaine. Up. Joe McGrath has it again. There's a buzz when he gets the ball, like the buzz and James Gilroy used to get it for Charlestown.
Oh, that's a great score, Pat. Pat, the score of the match.
Score of the match so far by Joe McGrath to put Kilmaine 3 points up. And that movement there emphasises just how dangerous Joe McGrath is when he gets the ball. He was far out, he had his back to goals, he turned, took a shot and sent it over the bar. Stephen.
Joe McGrath, Pat, is really showing his experience well. He's using his experience well, drifting away from Declan O'Donnell. One look at the goals and bang over the bar from 40 yards. But Mike Burke at full back instigated that move with a great and timely interception for Kilmaine. Kilmaine at the moment are rampant. David O'Loughlin bursting through from midfield. Oh, that's a great score. Kilmaine are 4 points up and they're rampant in all sectors of the field, Pat. Kilmaine are on top in all departments at this stage. Charlestown, mentor Sean Riley, is at a loss. Bobby O'Connell, his cohort, and Hubert Flannery, a former manager of the Charlestown junior team. Tommy Brennan takes the kick out.
Now, Charlestown will have to get that ball past the midfield area and get a reply to settle them. Up they go for it. Kieran McBride, former Balladrine player, out towards Declan Casey, trying to get Charlestown back. Not a great ball. Kilmaine have it again. Kilmaine playing this distinctive Mayo colours into Joe McGrath. He flicks, but they flicked it only as far as John Carney. Right footed, out towards the side of the pitch. Out come Declan Casey. Can't prevent it going over the sideline, and a line ball for Kilmaine. A quick one. Up towards the corner forward. Tackled by Maud O'Donoghue. Still tackled and wins himself a free. Stephen, over to Stephen.
Pat, at the moment, Mark O'Donoghue cannot cope with Michael John Mullen. Michael John is drifting far and wide in search of the ball. Mark O'Donoghue has got his name taken for an innocuous looking tackle to me, Tom. That was an innocuous tackle, but nothing serious. But at the moment,
Mark.
here's Michael John Mullen. Wide, Pat, in a good scoring position.
Bad miss indeed, actually from...
And Joe McGrath had the keys in this forward line for Kilmaine, and they're the men to watch.
They must cut off the supply to Michael John Mullen and Joe McGrath. It's pretty obvious at this stage that that's the Kilmaine's main tactics. Now, can Charlestown counter it? They have possession again. The half forward, blocked down. The ball's in the midfield area. Back to the same man again. A ball, plays it square. Noel Mangan for Kilmaine. He's going through on a solo run. I thought it was a good tackle myself. But he's warded the free.
The referee was a bit late blowing the whistle there. It's like the horse when he's past the post.
That's true.
He shut the door when the horse bolted. Michael John Mullen again. Oh, Michael John Mullen is benefiting from some erratic defending by the Charlestown backs. Kilmaine at the moment have their tails up. Charlestown will have to attain at least 50-50 midfield to deliver the ball into the forwards who have the speed and the penetration to unhinge this Kilmaine defence. It has to be said at this stage, Pat, that James Gilroy is a big loss to the Charlestown attack.
James Gilroy, at this stage of the game, let's say how much we regret James Gilroy's absence from the Charlestown team. He scored 2 goals against Ahamore, he scored a beauty against Eastern Gales, and we need him at this stage for his craft and experience to try and swing the tide, but unfortunately he's injured and we wish him a speedy recovery. Another man who's absent is James Brett. James, Pádraig Carney used to call him the flying doctor. James Brett, well, he's called the flying scientist, but he can't be with us today because he's beyond in Scotland. We miss him too. But this Charlestown team is a team of great spirit, and they won't be beaten yet. Stephen.
Pat, Kilmaine are really tackling with the tackling by the Kilmaine backs is very vigorous. Not a great ball by Kieran McBride. Joe Mahan rushes out. Declan Casey. Free for Charlestown. Declan Casey his legs were chopped. Tommy Collin there urging Kieran McBride to take his time. Is there any movement in the Charlestown attack? Here's Chris Caulfield. Mickey Murphy tackles. Declan Casey, the only Charlestown forward at the moment making any kind of an impression. He's fouled by Ollie Welsh. Casey has already won a county junior medal in 1988 when Charlestown defeated Island by 2 points in the decider. Well cut off by the Kilmaine full back. Mickey Donlan delivers. Tony Conway is underneath the high ball. Some say he looks like Lee McHale. I think he looks like his father, Pat. What do you think?
I think he looks like himself. But so Kilmaine clear this. They do.
Here's Donald Welch.
Donald Welch and young Harkin
To his namesake Ollie.
looking for a man to pass it. Will he try and find aims for McGrath. The ball goes wide. John Carney's under it, and he gets it. Now John Carney hops the ball. A right-footed clearance. Our Charlestown settling. It finds Tony Conway. Tony Conway. Oh, Charlestown should have kept possession there, and Kilmaine clear the ball down. Brendan Harkin goes over him, and comes Welsh lad. Donald wide again.
Pat, it must be said at this stage that John Carney is having a proverbial blinder at cornerback for Charlestown today. Carney, the veteran of many a championship battle. He really is keeping the ship afloat in the Charlestown defence. He's a rock on which many a Kilmaine attack has perished, Pat. What do you think, Pat? John Carney, a late introduction to the Charlestown team.
Well,
to replace Pat, it must be said too that James Brett, a great score by David O'Loughlin, really showing his class from midfield. Really, Charlestown will have to get to grips with the McLaughlin-Walsh alliance for Kilmaine. Pat, your opinions?
certainly Charlestown hasn't settled yet into this game. It's coming to the stage where Charlestown may need a goal to remain in contention with this match.
Really, there's a very winter's chill in the air today. Our cameraman Tommy Collin is really doing his best to keep his fingers warm. Here's Ollie Welsh again. Tony, oh, that's a great go wide. Sorry, excuse me, wide by the Kilmaine midfield. Tommy Brennan would have to get more variety in his kickouts. I think it'd pay better dividends if he played the ball out to his wing forwards, Chris Caulfield and Peter Brennan. Declan Casey adopting a roving commission. He has already, Pat, a notable switch in the Charlestown attack. Declan Casey has been sighted at centre forward. And Chris Caulfield, where's Chris Caulfield playing, Pat?
Declan Casey has the ball.
Not a great ball. Here's Kieran McBride. Here's Peter Brennan. Can Charlestown make an impact? Declan Casey again. Oh, well tackled, well tackled. He urges his forwards to show. Casey disappointed that there was not more movement in the Charlestown attack. Free in. Kilmaine centre forward John Paul Butler was fouled. Aims for McGrath again. Here's Brendan Horkin, cuts it off. O'Donnell on his outside. Not a great ball by Brendan Horkin, I must say. Ollie Welsh wins the free. McGrath again, the target man. Here's Mullen. Great defending by John Carney again. John Carney using his experience well. Cuts it off, delivers out to Peter Brennan. Peter Brennan rolls up the wing, urged on by the Charlestown following on the stand. Here's Kieran McBride. Kieran McBride, toe to hand again. Where are his forwards? His forwards are, here's Chris Caulfield. Chris Caulfield robbed. Referee adjusted that to be a foul. Charlestown, Pat, I think are playing a bit too short at the moment. They're taking that solo out of the ball.
Yeah, and their passes, they're playing, what Charlestown are doing at this stage of the game is they're playing very dangerous passes. They're playing passes to men, and they're only in a 50-50 position with the Kilmaine defenders. And if they don't catch the ball first time, then Kilmaine often get possession. They'll have to make more space for themselves. A free kick into Declan Casey. Tries to get by his man, has a left-footed shot, is slow. Mickey Burke clears, will count as a missed chance. It'll count as a missed chance. Kieran McBride has it again. He finds Alan Riley. Soloing, goes through. Does he get the first score for Charlestown? He does. It's Charlestown's first score of the game, and I tell you something, they needed that. Stephen.
The first score of the game by Alan Riley, but it was a lucky score as the Kilmaine goalie had the ball in his hands but deflected it over the bar. Could have been a goal, Tom, you're right, it could have been a goal. Maybe that's the tonic that Charlestown need. They're looking very jittery and nervous at the moment, but that might be the score to settle their nerves. Charlestown. Here's John Noel O'Brien with the kick out for Kilmaine. 6 points to 1 up after 15 minutes of the game, Pat.
Maybe that'll settle Charlestown down a bit. Charlestown, this team has been noted for their spirit and for their passion. They won't give in, and that score may settle them. But Kilmaine are on the attack again. And Tony Conway has it for Charlestown. Right-footed, up towards Casey. No, it's not Casey. Who's that? John Casey. He's soloing up. He's got by his man. He hops the ball. Into Allen. Into Declan. Declan into... Oh, that has to count as a miss for Charlestown.
A miss-hit shot by Chris Caulfield when a goal, it looked easier to score. But again, good defending by the Kilmaine attack. But Charlestown, Pat, look capable of scoring goals because when they run at the Kilmaine defence looks all at sea, Pat.
Yes, the Kilmaine defence, not the most solid defences. I noticed that they gave away 2 goals in the first few minutes against Glencorrib in their one of their earlier matches. So can Charlestown exploit this? The Kilmaine subs here are arguing with our studio. This could get nasty, but hopefully it won't.
Pat? We're reliably informed by the Kilmaine bench that them 2 goals in the first 5 minutes that Glencorrib scored were flukes. Ollie Welch delivers the ball. Here's Noel Mangan. Mark O'Donoghue, who looks at the moment, looks...
£200 worth, Pat.
He doesn't look £200 worth, Pat. That price tag is weighing heavily on his shoulders.
It's hard to play when you have a price tag on your head. The only man in the Charlestown team valued at £200, and surely the pressure on them today might be too much. But it's a chance for Kilmaine.
Good score by Donald Welch.
And they've got another score.
Donald Welch, Pat.
Donald Welch, I'm informed by Stephen Healy, who knows a lot of footballers throughout the county. He's also a reporter with the Connacht Telegraph, and he also made Kilmaine favourites for this match today. Stephen, why did you make Kilmaine favourites in your report for this match?
Well, Pat, I plumped for their experience. I think they have the edge in scoring power, and at the moment, Pat, my opinions look to be vindicated. So, Pat, although it's early stages yet, Pat, it has to be said.
It's the early stages so far, but I don't think your tactics have worked because Kilmaine don't seem to be suffering from overconfidence. We hope they might be. But John Kearney's coming out with the ball and he clears it out towards the midfield area, and Kilmaine have it again. Number 9, the midfielder. And that's gone wide.
Pat, David O'Loughlin is getting into some great scoring positions for Kilmaine. He already has 2 points on the board. Charlestown will have to get to grips with the midfield situation. Kieran McBride at the moment, Pat, is the only one making any impact for Charlestown at midfield. Anthony Conway at the moment is struggling to assert himself. Pat, what do you think, Pat? They'll have to get to grips at midfield.
I must say we're lucky to be only 6 points down at this stage of the game, because Kilmaine are getting all the breaks. But there's one break for Charlestown as Declan O'Donnell gets the flick from Joe McGrath, right-footed up towards John Casey. He can't keep it in, and it's a line ball for Kilmaine.
John Casey disputing that decision with linesman John Harkin, but it's a Kilmaine ball. The last time, that's right, Tom. John Harkin was linesman for the All-Ireland final between Down and Cork. He was on duty. He was a linesman, Pat. He's a teacher in Gurtner Abbey, but lives in Swinford.
Here come Kilmaine.
Oh, McGrath, the danger man. Oh, Pat, a scorching goal by Joe McGrath. Really showed his class there and rifled the ball to the roof of the net. Give Charlestown keeper Tommy Brennan no chance. Kilmaine 1-7 to a point up after 80 minutes play. Pat, it's looking bad for Charlestown.
Well, we'd be dishonest if we said it hasn't looked good for Charlestown at this stage of the game. They have a 9-point lead. They're playing with the breeze. Now Charlestown will have to start replying very, very soon as Joe Mahan goes out to try and stem the tide. And it's a free for Charlestown. Now Charlestown, they need a goal, I would say, even as it's the early stage.
Once again, Pat, Joe McGrath displayed his penchant for scoring spectacular goals with a brilliant strike from 15 yards, which gave the Charlestown keeper no chance. Here's John Casey. Can he inspire the Charlestown team to greater things? He's fouled. Looking for movement in the attack. Alan Riley steps out to take the free. Charlestown 1-7 to a point down after 19 minutes play. Alan Riley, Pat?
Well, Meath are nowadays at the comeback experts. Now Charlestown will have to take on a bit of a Meath role if they're going to come back from 1-7 to a point down. But there's a long way to go in this match yet. And the ball has gone for a 50. It's a 50. Now a quiz for you while we're waiting. Who scored 2 goals for Charlestown in the under-21 county final of 1975, Charlestown versus Gary Moore? Tom Collern, 1975, Gary Moore. Who scored 2 goals for Charlestown in the 19...
I stand to be corrected, Pat.
Sorry, in the...
Give that answer, Pat, later on.
We'll get that answer later on. Who scored 2 goals for Charlestown in the 1971 1975 under-21 county final between Charlestown and Gary Moore?
Back to the game, Alan Riley with the 50. John Casey rushes out for the ball. Mickey Donlan, well cut off. The loose ball. It's a melee, it's a melee, it's a melee. Great save by the Kilmaine keeper from a little toe poke by Chris Caulfield. Delivers the ball out. Mark O'Donoghue underneath it. Oh, here's David O'Loughlin getting into some great positions. Johnny Casey delivers a nice little forearm uppercut to his jaw. Referee adjudges it a free. Delivers the ball. The Charlestown. Oh, here's Ollie Welsh. County under-21 player. Played for Mayo Miners in 1988, which were beaten in the Connacht final by Roscommon by 2 points. Here's Donald Welsh, his namesake, picks the ball off the ground when Kilmaine had an overlap of 3-2 there. Brendan Hawken with the free. Kieran McBride shows for the ball. Looks for some movement out of his forwards. Here's Peter Brennan. No, not a great ball. Joseph Mahan. From the here's Declan Casey. On his outside, he's great speed. He's surrounded by 4 Kilmaine defenders. Great save. Mickey Murphy clears the ball. Perhaps Pat Declan Casey should have passed that ball outside to an unmarked colleague.
He should have surely, but at the same time he made a great effort. He's really trying to get Charlestown back in the game. Charlestown, if they can get a score at this stage.
Yeah!
And a goal for Charlestown, and they're back in the game. Yes, Charlestown are noted for their comeback ability and for this passion and spirit of this team. And now they're only 4 points down. Unbelievable, really.
Pat, that goal came from a speculative high lob into the Kilmaine goal mouth. A mix-up between the Kilmaine defender and his cornerback, and Chris Coffey nipped in and punched the ball to the net. Perhaps that's the tonic Charlestown need to inspire them to greater things. At the moment we have an injury to the Charlestown midfielder Tony Conway. It looks serious. Charlestown manager Sean Riley. It looks serious, Tom.
It looks serious enough.
I was just going to say that Stephen's words of wisdom earlier on were good, because the Kilmaine defence looks very bad. When that ball goes in and put in fast, they're vulnerable.
Yeah, Kilmaine are vulnerable and they have had so much possession, so many chances, and they're only 4 points up that all is not lost for Charlestown. And this team, 4 points up.
6 points, Pat.
Sorry, 6 points up.
Well done, Sean.
I'm blocked there, the view of the scoreboard. I'm sorry there, Kilmaine are 6 points up.
Huh? Charlestown midfielder Tony Conway back on his feet. Here's Mickey Murphy. Conway gets the ball. The magic bottle has done the trick again. Here's Alan Riley drifting far and wide from the full forward position into John Casey. John Casey has the legs on this Kilmaine number 4. He's surging forward into Chris Caulfield. Dummy! A goal! A goal pass!
Another goal for Charlestown! The team that won't lie down, can't lie down, and refusing to lie down are back in business.
Keep it good and tight.
And O'Caravan is getting excited, displaying his bias towards Charlestown as well. Stephen.
I have to say, Paddock, once again, that when the Charlestown forwards attack the Kilmaine defence, they are all at sea. And that goal again came from a great run by John Casey, delivered the ball to Chris Caulfield, and he crashed the ball low to the keeper's right to give the Charlestown keeper no chance. At the moment, Pat Murray here is in convulsions. He's getting an epileptic fit. Here's Michael John Mullen. Mark O'Donoghue draws on the loose ball. Tony Conway. Up to John Casey again, the Charlestown danger man at the minute. John Casey looks up. Delivers in a good ball. Declan Casey, has he the speed? Here's the Kilmaine keeper, Noel O'Brien. Delivers the ball, wind assisted. Sean Gavigan storms out. Here's the Kilmaine centre forward. Is there any movement on his outside? There's a man on his right. Noel Mankin. John Carney rushes out from the corner forward position. For Ian to Kilmaine, Carney had to foul because his man was gone inside. There's a substitute on the Kilmaine team. But Charlestown have come back from nowhere, and now they find themselves only 2 points adrift after 23 minutes play.
3 points.
3 points, Pat, sorry.
We're all making mistakes here today. Our mathematics is really at a low ebb. But Charlestown are only 3 points down after being under so much pressure. It's amazing.
Kilmaine, Pat, seeing that they're under pressure in defence, have brought on a sub, have switched back their centre forward back to playing cornerback. Yeah. A point for Kilmaine, but the Kilmaine defence, certainly, the Kilmaine mentors are certainly not slow in trying to shore up this leaky looking defence, Pat.
That's true. Kilmaine are willing to make changes, but Charlestown are only...
The answer to that quiz, sorry for interrupting you.
But the answer to the quiz, in the 1975 Under-21 county final, Charlestown beat Garrymore in the final, and Brian Hegarty scored 2 goals for Charlestown.
Never mind, Pat.
Neighbour of Stephen Healy's went on to captain the UCG soccer team, first team in later years. The captain of that team was Pat Welch, and it was and Kilmaine ran the attack. A chance. Hits the crossbar. Another let off for Charlestown. Now, could that be a turning point in the game? Oh, the clearances are inexperienced clearances in this Charlestown team at the moment. Mickey Burke has it. He fits it. Donald Welch. Oh, Charlestown are leaving a couple of Kilmaine men loose, and if this goes wide, it'll be re-let off. But it goes over the bar, and a point for Kilmaine.
Pat, David O'Loughlin, Pat, looks the most accomplished player on the field. He has scored 3 great points from 30 yards plus. And at the minute, he is in rampant form from the midfield position. Kilmaine have taken off that great stalwart McDonagh, who was a member of the Mayo over 40s team, beaten by Laois last Saturday. But at the moment, he found the pace too hot, Pat, today. The pace was too much for him, Pat. I suppose, Pat, at 41 plus, you'd sooner have your feet up in front of the fire watching the television than out playing football, trying to keep it. When you're 40 plus, you'd sooner be in front of the television with your feet up than out in the football trying to keep pace with men half your age, Pat. What do you think, Pat? Pat, Pat, by the way, Pat, there's been I received a lot of... Oh, goal, Pat. Pat, in all our excitement and talk, we missed that goal. But Joe McGrath, once again, showed his class by punching the ball to the net.
Yeah, he came out, got his fist to that ball, and just guided into the back of the net. Another setback to Charlestown, and they find themselves 8 points down at this stage, and back to where they were started. They'll have to go for goals again, it looks like. The ball is dropped in the midfield area. Up they go for it.
McMurphy, Pat.
McMurphy for John Carney has it for Charlestown. He's fouled.
Give it yourself, John. Give it over your hands. Oh, don't hop it.
No, you can hop it now.
Can you?
Right footed by John Carney. Over to the side of the field. John Casey has it. Playing well for Charlestown. McMurphy has it for Kilmaine. Right footed down the middle. Joe McGrath, a flick.
Good, well read by Brendan Hawken.
Well read. And the ball has gone wide.
A time interception there by Brendan Hawken when Kilmaine looked like breaching the Charlestown defence for the third goal. It has to be said that John Carney, Tom, is really knitting this Charlestown defence together, Tom. What are your opinions, Tom? He's been much maligned in the past, but today...
Certainly John's experience is shown out there today. Every ball he gets, he clears.
Another question. I got a lot of fan mail, as I said before I was interrupted, Pat, about your age, Pat.
Oh, no, please.
Some said that you were...
Let's not keep this game, get this game too far. Let's get another quiz question.
Frank Malloy, the manager of the Mayo over 40s, Pat, wanted you into his panel. Told him you were only 30.
He wanted me, when he saw my birth certificate. I wasn't even eligible for that team. But it was a free kick for Kilmaine. Left footed, dropping into the area. Up they go for it. Kilmaine are getting all the breaks. This is what I can't understand. They're getting about 75% of the loose ball.
Good score by Ollie Welsh.
And they've got another point.
Pat, it has to be said that Kilmaine are quicker to the loose ball. They're snapping up them loose balls and putting them over the bar. Charlestown find themselves 2-10 to 2-1 behind.
We've a lot of phone calls. We've a lot of phone calls coming into our studio. We've a lot of phone calls coming into our studio at this stage about different aspects of this game. We might get to them later on in passing. But if you have any comments to make, phone 1-800-FOOTBALL, toll free, and we might be able to deal with your call before this match is over. And Kilmaine have it again.
Let it into the full forward line is the cry of the Kilmaine.
Kilmaine, they're playing well. I'm going to say they're playing very well indeed, Kilmaine, and it's going to be a hard task for Charlestown to come back in this game.
Some slack marking in the Charlestown defence is being punished every time by killer Kilmaine scores, and at the interval the score is Kilmaine 2-11, Charlestown 2-1. Charlestown troop off disconsolately, while the spring in the step of the Kilmaine players, Pat, is very noticeable as they move off to the dressing room.
Dinner and Ballyhonus between Charlestown and Kilmaine, and Charlestown find themselves 10 points down, but in the second half they'll be playing with a strong breeze, but they're playing against a very experienced Kilmaine team. This is Tom Collin, our cameraman, tipped as a future Mayo manager, is focusing in at the noted surfer is focusing in at the flags. Now this of course is Charlestown's second team, although a lot of people say it should be their first, but today that's beside the point. But they're out playing against a very experienced Kilmaine team, Kilmaine's first team, and the situation they're in is a situation that Stephen Healy found himself in once as well, because he was a young junior back in 1988. He came up against very experienced teams in their campaign. They went on, they won the county title, but at this stage I thought I'd ask Stephen, what would he be telling the Charlestown team at half-time going out for the second half?
Well, Pat, our player manager at the time, Tommy Collin, just urged us at half-time just to keep plugging away, never let your heads down, and the breaks will come. We were 4 points down with 5 minutes to go against Glennamoy. Then Bosco Welsh once again showed his penchant for scoring goals when he punched the ball into the net, and Colm Hawken levelled the game with a remarkable free from 40 yards. You have to keep plugging away, Pat. And the breaks will come. The breaks will come if you keep plugging away. Charlestown have the penetration in attack. Has already been shown that when they run at the Kilmaine defence cannot cope with them.
So all is not lost for Charlestown.
All is not lost, Pat. All is not lost for sure.
Who do you think can
Pat, it has to be said that Charlestown need a few early scores in the second half if they are to get back into this game.
who do you think can swing the game for Charlestown?
I think that John Casey and his brother Declan and the full forward line in general, Pat, have the winning. If they can take this game by the scruff of the neck, take on their markers when they get the ball, they could perhaps haul Charlestown back into the game.
That's a very, very interesting point of view there from Stephen Healy. Charlestown, of course, endeavouring to do what Stephen and his colleagues did in 1988 to go the whole way. And we wish them the best of luck in the second half. They have the breeze. They're 10 points down. All is not lost though.
Bookie's favourite for man of the match here now. We're doing a book here on man of the match, and we see that Tommy Mulligan, that noted bookmaker from Cashel, has Declan O'Donnell at the unbackable odds of 1-4 for man of the match. It's 33-1 and better value others, Pat. Yeah. Top of the head, Pat, 9-4 Alan Riley. On the shoulders, 9-2 Chris Caulfield. But Declan O'Donnell in Tommy Mulligan's book is 1-4, Pat. 1-4, Pat.
Yeah.
It's a 31 horse race, Pat.
He wouldn't be 1-4 only for James Brett as a non-runner today, withdrawn because of a dope scandal.
Second half. The game is on. Tony Conway wins the first high ball. Delivers it to John Casey. John Casey has been switched to the half-forward line where the strong running may well pay better dividends. Here's Noel Mangan. Oh, that's Charlestown perhaps. Charlestown with the wind, it may pay handsome dividends if they play the ball first time into the full forward line. Alan Riley with the first shot on goal in the second half. It's wide. Charlestown can ill afford. Charlestown can ill afford to kick wides. If they are to get back into this game, they need a few scores quick on the board.
I think they should adopt the down tactics in the second half with the breeze. A long ball into the Charlestown full forward line. Pounce on the breaking ball. Get the breaking ball and put it over the bar. And if they get a goal at all, if they get a goal then at all, this 10-point lead will be reduced tremendously fast. But Kilmaine have got that breaking ball up towards the half forward. Try to get by Mara Donoghue. John Casey trying to get back there, but it's the half back for Kilmaine, right-footed in for McGrath, but it's not McGrath that has it. Number left, forward. In towards Declan O'Donnell, beats McGrath this time and clears it. There's the kind of clearance balls we want, but Charlestown must get these loose balls come out of midfield. The ball is played in again, Kilmaine on the attack again. Number 15, the corner forward in towards Joe McGrath, trying to get round O'Donnell, head down, going for goal. And Declan O'Donnell. A great clearance by Charlestown, a great save, and they must get the loose ball from the clearances at midfield.
Pat.
A great save by Charlestown.
Joe McGrath, once again, despite his age, he really showed his pace there, Pat. He showed the Charlestown defence a clean pair of heels as he came in the in-line, delivered a dangerous ball across, but great work by John Carney in the line. And Declan O'Donnell averted a potentially disastrous score for Charlestown.
Joe McGrath, he's like the racehorse generous with the fear here. He comes and he leaves the others for dead when he puts on the pace. But he has to be stopped. And Declan O'Donnell is doing his best to stop him. And Declan O'Donnell is going to get this ball out towards the John Gavigan. John Gavigan left-footed towards the middle of the field. Can Charlestown get the ball? A great catch by the Kilmaine. Put Kilmaine back on attack into McGrath again. They're trying to put this match beyond Charlestown's reach. And they're wide again. You know, 10 points down. It's not a lot with a breeze like this. But Charlestown must have to start scoring soon.
The Charlestown attack, Pat, will have to get first to the ball. Kilmaine are winning every breaking balls around the middle of the field. David O'Loughlin is storming forward from the midfield position. And even though that shot was wide, Charlestown need to get the ball down to their forwards. Up goes David O'Loughlin. Here's Peter Brennan. John Casey. Peter Brennan has it. Storms by the first challenge. Cuts inside. Here's Kieran McBride. Cuts inside Mickey Burke. Toe to hand.
Don't go backwards.
Peter Brennan. Pat Murray urges them to go forward. Declan Casey. Charlestown at the moment have made no precious little ground. Casey with a shot. That's the first score of the second half for Charlestown. Declan Casey with the first shot on goal for Charlestown. A point.
A great score, and Peter Brennan was instrumental in that attack. Peter Brennan, who was a man of the match winner of the last game. Now Charlestown have to put two or three scores back to back on the board. It's no good now to let Kilmaine. If they let Kilmaine up for another one immediately, it'll only nullify that score. They must put 2 or 3 scores back to back.
It has to be said, Pat, that Charlestown have the winning of this games on the wing. Time and time again, Peter Brennan and John Casey have stretched their markers. And Charlestown, if they are to get back into this game, will have to use the wing forwards and their corner forwards more. Tony Conway reaches to the sky, plucks it out of the sky. Not a great ball into the forwards. Well cut off by John George Butler. Delivers a good ball up to Noel Mangan. Aiming for McGrath again, the danger man. McGrath obliges first out to the ball. Sells a dummy to O'Donnell, but O'Donnell shackles him well, boy. O'Donnell is sticking to his task well. Fouls him. Free into Kilmaine. Really, McGrath, Pat, is like wine. The older he gets, Pat, what's that saying about wine?
The older he gets, the sweeter he gets. He's certainly good enough. He's certainly good enough for senior football. He's above junior standard, that's for sure. I can't understand why he wasn't on the Mayo over 30s team, was he? Maybe he was.
Oh no, there's only a Mayo over 40 team.
Oh, there's only a Mayo over 40s team.
He's a few years yet to go.
He's a few years yet to go.
Oh, it's a bad ball. The pressure is on Kilmaine now. How did the break?
Now Charlestown, they have to. If that ball is wide, now Charlestown has to come down the field again. It's no good letting Kilmaine getting a score. Now over to Tom Collin, our cameraman, future Mayo manager, and he wants to have a few words.
I'll drop all that if I hear you saying that again.
Yeah. Tom Collin denies all allegations. Denies all allegations, Pat.
I don't think the Kilmaine have the beating of this Charlestown team because they're missing too many scores now at a vital stage in the game to wipe Charlestown off.
Charlestown have the men in attack.
Charlestown, come on, down the field!
Charlestown have the men in attack to unhinge this Kilmaine defence, but at round the half forward line, half back line, they're struggling to win any telling ball. Here's Ollie Welsh. Great block by John Carney. Himself and Declan O'Donnell are playing great stuff at the heart of the defence.
Now go!
Mark O'Donoghue, toe to hand. He's 40 yards of space to move into. His forwards, the crowd urges them to carry the ball, but cut off. Charlestown forwards are not getting in front of their men. Here's O'Donoghue again. Well cut off by O'Donoghue. Kieran McBride. O'Donoghue was robbed, but regains possession. Here's Kieran McBride. Peter Brennan on his outside. Come on, Peter Brennan. To the right, looks up. That's a great score by Peter Brennan. The Charlestown crowd roar. Pat?
Yes, Charlestown have now put 2 points back to back. Kilmaine went up after Charlestown's last score, failed to reply, and Charlestown came down and get another one. And they'll have to keep this up. They'll have to score again without Kilmaine going up to get a reply. This is the second half. Time is ticking away. We're 8 points down, and we just have to keep adding scores at this stage. We have to keep the ball away from Joe McGrath.
Well done, Pete. Well done, John Casey. Come on now, lads. Keep it wide.
Although the Kilmaine mentors look very happy down below in front of me there. I wonder will they make any changes.
That's stress coming into the situation now. No score for Kilmaine in the second half yet.
At the risk of repeating myself, Pat, when Charlestown run at the Kilmaine defence, they have the better of them. Kilmaine.
Well done, Anthony.
Tony Conway plucks that ball out of the sky.
Well done, Rip.
He's fouled by his opponent, Ollie Welsh.
Now the pressure is coming on.
He pleads to the referee for mercy. He pleads to the referee. Tony Conway. Perhaps if he kicked the ball instead of arguing with the referee, it may pay better dividends. John Cosgrove gives him the free.
Come on, Mark, head up.
Up steps Alan Riley. Pat?
This is the pitch after a while.
To the left and wide. That's a crucial miss, Pat. That's a crucial miss, Pat.
By Charlestown there.
Sean Riley, the Charlestown mentor, pulls nervously on a cigarette. Can he see this game slipping away from his charges? Can he see this game slipping away from his team?
It's not over yet.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Kenneth Wilson Holmes' famous words in the 1966 World Cup.
No, in front, Johnny. Come on, Anthony Conway.
Charlestown are not short of support anyway. That's one thing for sure, Pat. The ball drifts out to midfield. Mickey Murphy, here's Conway.
Just a tough old team, Kilmaine, aren't they? Jesus Christ.
Peter Brennan shrugs off the attention of two Charlestown players. A good score by John Casey.
Score, Charlestown, you have them on the run now.
Great work there, Pat, by Peter Brennan.
3 points back to back. That's what we asked for. To get the scores, to prevent Kilmaine getting up, getting a reply, and keep reducing that lead. Now there's only 7 points between the teams.
And the next question in our little teaser, where did you see the linesman on television last? Answer will be in a few minutes.
Game now here.
The game at the moment is finely balanced. Kilmaine have a 7-point lead, but with this win, Pat, that's nothing. Up goes John Casey. Well played, Ollie, says the Kilmaine mentors. David O'Loughlin, fouled by Kieran McBride. McGrath again shows for the ball. O'Donnell at his doorstep, takes on his man. Great shackling by O'Donnell. He shackles him. The referee signals a penalty. A very debatable decision, Pat. He ran at the Charlestown He ran at the Charlestown defender, Pat. Tom Collar, our cameraman, says that was barging. What's your opinions, Pat?
That to me was barging. That should have been a free out. I mean, this is not rugby. Rugby is a different game where you barge at men. I know that rugby is where you barge at your man and you knock him, you flatten him, but this is Gaelic football. Now, Joe McGrath will be taking this penalty, and Tommy Brennan, this could be vital. If Tommy Brennan saves this, then Charlestown can go well to win the match. It's vital. But Joe McGrath must be one of the best penalty takers in Mayo at the moment. A reputation like his, he will really send in a daisy cutter. It's going to be very hard. Here he comes. It's saved! It's saved! It's saved by Charlestown! It's saved!
A very poorly taken penalty from... Referee says wide. A very poorly taken penalty from the usually deadly Joe McGrath. But once again, great work by Declan O'Donnell from the rebound. He punched the ball away from McGrath, from the in-running McGrath, Pat, and intercepted a certain goal. Can that inspire Charlestown? The crowd get behind them. Pat, what's your opinions?
Marty Hawken for advice. Sean Riley giving advice there. This could be a turning point. I can see the Charlestown supporters on the far side of the pitch all wearing green jerseys. The crowd. Up there, and Charlestown have it. This could have been the turning point of the game. Into Kieran McBride. He solo went through. Now can he find a loose man? He does. Alan Riley. It wasn't a great ball, but it's a free in. And yes, from Kilmaine are missing a penalty to Charlestown getting this free in. If Charlestown scored this, it'd be a real psychological score for them. They'll have reduced the leeway to 7 points.
Unnecessary pass there by Kilmaine.
Unnecessary.
Alan Riley kicks out of his hands.
And a point. And now there's only 6 points between the teams. Now Charlestown must get the breaking ball at midfield at this stage. It's vital for them to get the midfield battle at this stage.
They certainly, Pat, have come into things at midfield. Kieran McBride and Anthony Conway have certainly got to grips with the Kilmaine duo of O'Loughlin and Walsh and limited their contribution in the second half. Charlestown only 6 points behind. Sean Wiley has made some very shrewd changes on the Charlestown team. Hands on hips, in a pensive mood, Pat. Sean Wiley.
Earlier on we fed some information into our computer about the forecast of this match, and it hasn't produced the results yet, but it's coming out now. And here we have the forecast on the computer, and here it is, the forecast on the computer. Charlestown 317, Kerry 2 points. Oh, I must say that Stephen Healy has fed the wrong information into this computer altogether, but back to the game.
Here's Ollie Welsh. Good tackling again by John Carney. Look at. Good tackling. Oh, John Carney really is playing a proverbial blinder today. A Charlestown player down injured, or sorry, a Kilmaine player down injured. And Pat, let's switch to the bookies to see, have Charlestown's odds come in a little since half time. Pat, to the bookies.
We have, of course,
Declan O'Donnell, Pat, is in Tommy Mulligan's book is now 1-5 for man of the match. Charlestown at half time. Casey Ladd has really come into contention. 7-4. Top of the head, Pat. Top of the head, 9-2. Top of the head, 9-2. John Carney.
Declan O'Donnell.
But Pat, I must have mentioned there's been there's been a flood of money for John Carney at half time.
And there's been a flood of money for the goalie since he made
some shrewd Charlestown punters I've seen have weighed in with monkeys. Pat, for John Carney. At the moment there's a stoppage in the play as Michael John Mullen, the wily Kilmaine corner forward, is receiving treatment, but he's back on his feet. Kilmaine can ill afford Mullen to go off. John Carney delivers in the free. Up Alan Riley. Well taken by the Kilmaine full back. Mickey Burke uses his experience well. Here's Mullen, shackled by Carney. Here's Mickey Burke, equally at home in defence and attack for Kilmaine. Delivers. McGrath and O'Donnell compassed. Great play by O'Donnell, boy. Breaks the ball away from McGrath. Here's Ollie Welsh. Oh, McGrath's gone inside. A bad miss there with Joe McGrath was gone inside. A bad miss. 2-5 to 2-11 after 15 minutes play.
Pat Murray's asking me how are we still in this game. We're in it by sheer commitment. That's what it's turned out to be for Charlestown. I think this game is going to come down right to the wire.
Sheer commitment and raw courage has kept Charlestown going. Players like Declan O'Donnell and John Carney have provided the leadership, and the younger players are beginning to take heart from Carney and O'Donnell's example. What do you think, Pat?
I agree wholeheartedly. Now, Tom, can we have the answers to that quiz there a mile ago?
Yes, Pat, you might as well give us the answer. Hold on now, we're in a...
Hold on.
Great ball by Declan there. Great chance. Charlestown are in now with a chance.
A clash of heads. He had to do it. He had to stop the game there. It reminds me of the clash of heads between the two Meath full backs when Kerry, was it Mike Sheehy got the goal. Ger Power got in between them and scored a crucial goal for Kerry in 1986. So we have a stoppage, and now during the stoppage we can have the answer to the quiz question that Tom Conran posed earlier. Tom, what was the question?
Stephen actually posed a question about the linesman. Where had we seen him before? We saw him in the All-Ireland final. We saw him in the All-Ireland final between Down and Meath. He was the linesman there representing Mayo.
He was assistant Seamus Pryor, so that's the answer to our quiz question. And we have a few...
3 names on the computer, Pat.
Yeah, we have a few...
They receive £10, £5. They receive interest into the Midas nightclub in Ballyhonus for the next year. The 3 winners are Jerry Murray, the Square, Charlestown. Michael Byrne, No Park, Charlestown.
And Princess Di, who's watching this match on Channel 4 with the correct answer there. Now, how Princess Di knew the answers to this is something we don't... Maybe she's a Channel 4, tunes in every channel, every...
Do you know that?
And Henry Honeyman's on the team.
Pat? Huh? There's a lot of concern, Pat, over this. To the founder of the CBC Corporation, Inda McIntyre, who has gone on to greater things in New York. Plus, a word also to Bosco Welsh, James Kilroy, who at the moment... James Kilroy, whose craft is really missing, whose craft has been sorely lacked in the Charlestown forward line today, has been confined to bed with flu, Pat. He really has had James Kilroy has had a run of bad luck lately, Pat.
Serious. We're very sorry for James to be confined to bed for flu. Well, James Brett, he's under a lot of pressure. In recent weeks, he's been from Ireland to America to Britain. He's been tested 4 times. Paul Carney was known...
The substance that was found, there was traces of butane found in his blood system. Butane, Pat, is a substance which is illegal in America, which is given to racehorses to improve their running. Pat?
Yes.
Butane.
And we've an unhappy sight there of a man being carried off by Kilmaine. He's getting a great applause, but James Brett would love to be with us here today. But then again, if those angel dust found in your bloodstream, could you be here? I ask you, Stephen.
I don't think I could, Pat. That's a fair comment. A lot of concern been expressed over this Kilmaine's other halfback, Mick Murphy. The Kilmaine mentors making a change.
Dr. Frank Davey, he's also the doctor to the Mayo senior team and the Mayo minor team, and he's doctor today to the Charlestown team.
Sean Riley and Hubert Flannery, proudly on the prowl. Can Charlestown haul themselves back into the game? The referee starts the game with a hot ball. Charlestown need a goal. Here's John Casey. Out to Peter Brennan. That's a great score. Peter Brennan, his second point of the game.
It's a great point. And now there's only 5 points between the teams. Or is it 4? 5 points between the teams. And seriously, Charlestown to be only 5 points behind at this stage. There's an old saying: if you're playing badly and you're not too far behind, there's always a chance of winning the game. Charlestown must get to the breaking balls as Tom Colleran, our cameraman, is urging on the Charlestown to get to the loose balls. This ball, and Kilmaine are making a change. Now, the referee will have to add on a couple of minutes or 3 or 4 minutes with injuries and substitutions and time wasting, you know. A question for you now during the break. Who did Charlestown beat in the 1974 under 16 county final? If you know the answer. Up to go for it. Joe Mahan, Flo Joe.
Casey came outside and Joe kicked inside. That was unfortunate. That was just very, very slight.
Kilmaine letting that ball go wide. Maybe they've been playing for the clock. Are they playing for the clock at this stage, Stephen?
I think Kilmaine are playing for the clock is right, Pat. A very shrewd observation there by Pat Murray, who is very experienced in the art of gamesmanship.
Come on, John Casey.
Pat Murray, incidentally, Pat, why are you unable to line out today?
Huh?
Why are you unable to line out today?
I don't know. It's a good question. I'm unable to answer that question. Basically, I've been away for the last couple of weeks.
There's a break on here, Pat.
We're a break for Kilmaine. Hand you over to Stephen Healy to commentate on this tack for Kilmaine.
Here's the Kilmaine halfback, has found himself in an advanced forward position. Delivers the ball in. Here's Ollie Welch. A good score, that's Pat. That's Kilmaine's first score of the second half. Would you believe it, Pat? That could be the score which puts the nail in the Charlestown coffin, Pat. What do you think?
There's a lot of time left in the game, and there's only two goals between the teams.
15 minutes.
And we're informed by Hubert Flannery, former Charlestown manager, Charlestown footballer. There's only 15 minutes left in this game. 15 minutes.
Here's Colin Welsh.
But Kilmaine have the possession, and Charlestown can't win the game unless they have possession. And right now, Kilmaine have it. And they're looking for Joe McGrath. And they found Joe McGrath. He's off like a bat out of hell. Would that be an apt description? But he sends it wide.
McGrath, after being anonymous for the last 10 minutes, suddenly burst into the action, but his shot has gone wide. And on McGrath, Pat, an important switch in the Kilmaine attack. Centre full forward Joe McGrath has been brought out the field in an attempt to win some vital possession. He has been followed by Tommy Gavigan. Declan O'Donnell has decided to stay in at full back. Here's Mickey Burke. The first time Mickey Burke equally at home in defence and attack. Mickey Burke was a member of the Mayo minor team, Pat, in 1974, in which he played with a Charlestown player, Eamon Brett.
That's right.
Did you know that, Pat?
Yeah.
Here's Joe. Here's Flo, Joe. John Casey. Referee John Cosgrove laying down the law. John Casey, Sean Riley urges him to put the ball to the ground. Who's going to show for it? His brother Declan shows. Deliver it. Not a great ball. Wide ball. Tom, I think he should have played that ball short to Declan Casey's brother when he ran for the short pass. Pat, what do you think, Pat? Yeah. I think the short ball is on for Charlestown. They have the speed in these Kilmaine backs. They'll have to make their speed. Pat, they'll have to make their speed count, Pat, in the last 15 minutes.
Yeah. I see where Tommy Gavigan, is it, or Sean Gavigan's on Joe McGrath?
Tommy Gavigan.
Tommy Gavigan is marking Joe McGrath there. And Joe McGrath's going down towards midfield area for the ball now. And Charlestown Kilmaine kick the ball out. This side of the field, up goes young Casey, and he gets it. He gets it against the odds there. He finds Joe Mahan out on the wing. Now, Joe Mahan, what can he do? A good ball by Joe Mahan. And a point! A crucial point. And there's only 5 points between the teams. Yes.
Come on now, Charlestown, keep it up!
This game is well within winning by Charlestown.
Come on now, Shawnee Gav, keep the pressure on!
Dick! Dick! Dick!
Stephen Healy, our panelist here today, shouting instructions.
Conway, now get up for that ball!
Dick! Stay in, Dick! Stay in! Fucking stayed in. Sorry, excuse me. Into McGrath. Or sorry, Michael John Mullen. Wrestling with Declan O'Donnell for possession.
Come on!
Pat.
Oh.
Michael John Mullen was wrestling with Declan O'Donnell there for possession, but O'Donnell held his ground. Here's Colin Welsh. Joe McGrath, Pat, the shoot head of experience there. Joe McGrath steadies it down. He's playing for the clock. Joe McGrath has drifted out of this game, Pat, in the second half, but of course, the supply to the full forward line has not been what it was in the first half when they had the wind. It's gone wide.
And it's wide again. I'll tell you something. 5 points is a dangerous lead when you're playing against such a strong breeze. I can tell you, if Charlestown can only get their act together, they'll be back in this match like a flash.
Charlestown, however, will have to get a more consistent supply of ball into their forwards if they are to unhinge this Kilmaine defence. Tommy Brennan with the kick out. Not one of his best. Here's McGrath, the danger man. Races ahead of Tommy Gavigan. Into this burly corner forward for Kilmaine. He swings on it, he turns into tuppence. McGrath's kick is blocked by O'Donnell. Great play by Declan O'Donnell and Tommy Gavigan. Sean Gavigan delivers a high ball down the wing. Here's Declan Casey. Declan Casey.
Casey, play football.
Declan Casey is a bad foul there by the Kilmaine half forward, Noel Mangan. Referee John Cosgrove takes his name. Kieran McBride stands over the free, steals a few yards in the process.
Bring it up 10 more! Bring it up 10!
Certainly the crowd are getting behind Charlestown.
Pete Brennan, Pete! Get up, Pete, get up! Well done!
Well, fouled. Peter Brennan is fouled. Oh, that's a hasty kick, Pat. A hasty kick back. That was a kick there, Pat, for a free taker. The free taker, Alan Riley, perhaps should have taken that, Pat. What's your opinion?
An example of inexperience.
Inexperience, Pat. Inexperience is right. Inexperience told there. Charlestown, Pat, need a breakthrough though. They need a goal, Pat. I think Charlestown need a goal at this stage.
It's well within the reach of winning this game. Wouldn't Sean Boyle have been delighted to be only 5 points down at this stage against Down? Anyways, Kieran McBrien has it. Kilmaine, I know today are getting to the loose. They're very lucky with the Kilmaine are. Kilmaine are very lucky with the loose ball, so they are. Sean Gallagher now trying to get by two Kilmaine men back to Mal O'Donoghue. Mal O'Donoghue into Kieran McBrien. Kieran McBrien looking for a loose man. Will he keep the head? Will he stay cool? And Kilmaine come out with the ball. David O'Loughlin up to the middle. And a goal by Kilmaine. And well worked goal as well.
Joe McGrath delivers the sucker punch. But Pat, that was resulted again from a ball that was intercepted in the Kilmaine half-back line. Charlestown again. A mistake by the Charlestown was punished by that deadly predator Joe McGrath, Pat. He really has showed his class in this game.
Experience again for you. That could have been the nail in Charlestown's coffin at this stage. They'll have to reply. They'll have to reply quickly. They'll have to stop sending straight passes. They'll have to get to the loose ball and get scores on the scoreboard.
Wasn't Joe McGrath though, Pat, the epitome of coolness there in that situation? Instead of going for the blast, he waited for the keeper Tommy Brennan to commit himself and flicked the ball over his head. True class, Pat. There's no substitute for class, Pat. Jimmy Brian Murphy said that in the Sunday game. We're seeing it today on the Sunday game.
There's no substitute for class. And class is what wins. And Kilmaine are on the attack again with everything going their way. The loose ball. As Declan Donald doing his best.
Great save, Pat. Brendan.
And the ball is cleared out towards the wing. And the free for Charlestown. Is a line ball for Charlestown? No. It's in for Kilmaine, dropping it in. And it's wide. The ball is wide. Kilmaine protesting that should have been a 50, but that ball is wide. Now, Charlestown will have to reply immediately to that Kilmaine score.
Charlestown need an immediate riposte. A goal. Charlestown need a goal, Pat. That's the bottom, the top of the short of it, the long and the short of it. Great play by Tony Connie, plucks it out of the sky. He surges forward, leaves two Kilmaine defenders in his wake. Good play, well cut off by the Kilmaine counterback, Gary Olsen. Up to David Welch. David Welch takes on his man. He's surging forward, 20 yards of space to move into. Brendan Hawken in vain pursuit. Here's Ollie Welch. That's a great score by Ollie Welch, his namesake. Really, Ollie Welch has displayed, Pat, he's displayed an unerring accuracy in front of goal today for Kilmaine.
And John Kearney is down. Is he getting up?
John Kearney is down, but he's all right. He really has battled his heart out today in a bid to keep Charlestown in the game. Are his efforts going unrewarded, though? Well, 5 minutes, I'd say. 5 minutes left. We're reliably informed by the sideline. 5 minutes, Pat, plus stoppage time. There's an air of resignation, Pat, in the Charlestown camp here along the sideline, isn't there? Here's Kieran McBride. Perhaps he's the man to inspire Charlestown. Into John Casey. John Casey. There's two men on his left. Give it to Joe Mahan. The crowd urge him. Into Alan Riley. Alan Riley went for goal. Perhaps he should have passed the ball out to an unmarked colleague. A lot of dispute over this ball. I thought that was a 50, Pat.
I thought that was 50 myself.
Oh, Chris Coffey.
Now the referee's going in to have a chat with the linesman. One umpire signalling a wide, the other umpire signaling a wide, so it's a wide ball.
Pat, that's a bad decision, Pat. I think that's a very bad decision. That was a 50 ball from where I'm standing. That was a 50 ball.
That decision was worse than Saddam's decision to invade Kuwait.
Thank you for that, Pat. Once again showing his Pat Murray once again showing his radical views, airing his radical views on
The answer to the quiz.
On live TV.
The answer to the quiz was Charlestown defeated Castlebar in the 1974 under-16 county final. Charlestown defeated Castlebar.
That if Charlestown played with conviction for the last 5 minutes, they could yet turn this game around, Pat. They've
it's not over till it's over.
They've squandered a lot of possession in the second half. A careless free by John Casey. David O'Loughlin Perhaps Kilmaine's best player on the day. John Carney caught out of position, wrestled his man to the ground. Perhaps the referee should have given advantage there, Pat, but it's in our favour that he didn't. Who are these shots? Here's Colin Walsh. Here's Tony Conway. Tony Conway is fouled. Quick ball into the forward line. The ball needs to be delivered long and hard. Declan Casey. Perhaps he's the man to unzip this defence. Into Alan Riley. Alan Riley turns inside. That's a great ball into Peter Brennan. A goal is on. Chris Caulfield. Great save by the Eastern Gales goalie. Caulfield. Oh, sorry, the Kilmaine goalie, excuse me. Picks the ball off the ground. Mickey Burke, uncharacteristically, picks the ball up off the ground in front of his own goal. Alan Riley's shot goes wide. Pat. Perhaps that's it, Pat.
It's certainly the nails are going into the Charlestown coffin very rapidly. And some of the aspects of this game, I don't know if you'll agree with today, was the loose ball, how Kilmaine got to it first time, how they seemed to get the breaking ball, seemed to get all the breaks, and seemed to be got 60% possession during this game. Would you agree, Stephen?
I would, Pat. But Charleston have certainly had the winning of the game in the second half. But some inexperience, Pat. I think inexperience has cost Charleston dear in the second half.
Yeah. They have to get a goal or two in the next 2 minutes. That's the way I read it. And young Casey has it. Declan Casey. Wide again. And I see the band have arrived at the pitch, up at the scoreboard. And I wonder will they give a funeral song, the funeral march we could hear next.
Death of an Irish town, Pat. A very book synonymous with Charlestown. The town and king will be dead tonight, Pat. What do you think?
Charlestown will never die. Never die. Not with a defeat in a junior football match anyway. As John Carney gets the ball. He's soloing through. He finds Peter Brennan and the fumble. In American football that's called a fumble, and it works towards Kilmaine's advantage.
Here's this Burley corner forward. Collision.
And Declan O'Donnell has it again, the captain. Kilmaine get the breaking ball again. Up the field he goes. Hams it. Number 21, the sub. A high ball. Declan O'Donnell's under it. Joe McGrath. The ball is loose to have it. The centre fielder. In towards McGrath. And a class goal by Joe McGrath. His class is told.
McGrath displayed Scalacci-like skill there, Pat. Really, Pat, there really is the touch of Scalacci about Joe McGrath, Pat. Everything he does exudes class. What do you think?
Yes. And what Mayo need today is 3 or 4 younger Joe McGraths.
Tommy Collern, a very stern critic in his day, really has taken his hat off to Joe McGrath today. If there's better in the county, Pat, we have yet to see them.
If there's better in the county...
In the country even, Pat.
If there's better in the country...
We haven't seen them.
We haven't seen them. As Kilmaine get the ball in midfield again.
Pat, is there an international incident out there, no?
No, in a county incident.
Referee John Cosgrove diffuses the situation with a hot ball. Declan Casey palms it down to Tommy Gavigan. Great block by Michael John Mullen. Here's David O'Loughlin. This man has covered every blade of grass in the field today. Declan O'Donnell, boy, has battled to the last. Peter Brennan. There's a man outside him in slow. Here's Joe Mahan. Joe, take them on. The crowd urges him. He has the speed. Cuts inside. Not a great ball, Joe. Tommy Gavigan draws in it first time. Here's Casey. Declan Casey, can he unzip? Here's Kieran McBride. Here's Peter Brennan. Peter Brennan is blocked off. His shot was blocked. Kilmaine are rampant at this stage. Here's O'Donnell. Really, O'Donnell misjudges it, but Mark O'Donoghue cuts off a potentially dangerous situation. Michael John Mullen has drifted far and wide. He's come out from his corner forward position. Here he is, takes on the men. He's fouled by John Casey. Free in. Here's McGrath. McGrath, class personified. It's as good as the score, Pat. It's as good as the score. Charlestown heads down. Declan O'Donnell troops disconsolately out to his position. Here's Colin Welsh, a poor kick out by Tommy Brennan. Here's McGrath again. Pat, his level of fitness is something else for his age.
Sure is. Sure is. Game is over. And Kilmaine are into the county final on October the 13th. And
The winners of Ballina or Achill.
against the winners of Ballina and Achill to be played in Castlebar. A great win by Kilmaine. They got all the breaks today, it must be said.
As regards man of the match, Pat, I think there is only one winner. We'll have to give it to Joe McGrath. Tom, your opinions? Hurry up, I want to get on over here. We're not staying here for the intermediate match.
Why not?
We're not videoing it.
We're not videoing it.
Right, Pat, are we going for man of the match? Well, how suitable today, Pat, that the man...
No.
How suitable today, Pat, that the man of the match, they didn't bring a trophy with you? It must have been...
Pat?
It must have been a Norman for the Charlestown team.
I forgot it, Tom. I have it.
But it must have been known that we're giving man of the match to Joe McGrath.
There was only one winner, Tom. Joe McGrath rolled back the years with a sensational 3-goal and 3-point salvo. Pat?
Yes.
Your opinions? What do you think of Joe McGrath today, Pat? True class.
Joe McGrath, the only thing that I can't understand is why he didn't figure more in his Mayo days, because he still has it, and that must be nearly 10 years ago when he played for Mayo.
He won his All-Star in 1979. He was dropped from the Mayo panel in 1980 and never donned the county colours again, Pat. Can you understand that?
It's hard to understand how you could win an All-Star award, which is a national award, which is recognised as one of the 15 best players in the whole 32 counties, and then inside 12 months be dropped from your own county team. There's something wrong there, and I would say if Charlie Hawley is listening to me today, Charlie, install an inquiry, use the courts, use whatever you have, but find out why Joe McGrath, within 1 year of playing for Mayo, within 1 year of playing for Mayo, playing for the Carroll's All-Stars, within 1 year of playing for the Carroll's All-Stars team was dropped from the Mayo panel. There should be an inquiry. There's an inquiry into Jefferson Smurfett and into Chris Comerford, but there should be an inquiry into why Joe McGrath was dropped. What do you think, Stephen?
Pat Murray, ever the voice of controversy. Perhaps that's why he was thrown out of the student union in UCG for airing his views. Pat was running for mayor of Charlestown in 1988, but was defeated by Jimmy McIntyre. Pat?
Well,
but I must say, Pat, I agree with what you said about Joe McGrath. It really is class. He showed his class today. If there's a better player in the county, we haven't seen him, Pat, and we are very shrewd observers.